Vanakkam. Very good morning to all of you. First of all, let me humbly greet all of you on this very important First National Conclave on Design Thinking. Arun Jain, CMD, Intellect Design Arena, Founder, School of Design Thinking. Dr. Anbu Rathnigan, the head of the School of Design Thinking, and all the distinguished vice chancellors, directors, and the leaders, academic leaders of our nation. Because I understand that from 17 states you are all here. First of all, let me congratulate the Intellect Design Arena to assemble all of you on an important topic on design. So, friends, this is an era of culture of innovation and entrepreneurship. And we are here in the center. And today I was fortunate. I don't know how many of you witnessed the 8012 FinTech Design Center. Okay? It's really mind-boggling. It's very innovative. And I was just telling him, okay, all of you know about Jyotirlingas, no? They all come at one magnitude, which is 79 degrees east. This is only 1 degree off. So congratulations on them. It's really mind-boggling. It's a single thought process on, I could imagine a FinTech company looking at a design. Okay, because FinTech company is like software, development, services, processes. So I thought, they will be just doing some programming and selling their products. But here the concept is quite different. That universal human values is very critical. Now that's what we say at AICTE. That our engineers, we are actually one of the largest producing, largest number of engineers graduated from India. It's number one in the world. We have surpassed it. So we have, just to give you a number, we have 1.25 million engineers graduated. UG program, Korean program. When compared to all the numbers of IITs and IITs, they're very insignificant. Actually, I can tell you. And the IITs produce about 15,000 graduates per year. And NITs produce about 20,000. So there is no comparison. And today, the success of engineering projects or engineering graduates of our nation is mind-boggling. Okay, whether it is Chandrayaan, Aditya L1, or any company without an Indian engineer working in that company is not complete. Okay, you can see that numbers rising and going. That's where the role of all India Council for Technical Education has really transformed from a regulator in 1887 to a facilitator. Today, this institute, actually, I was really involved. That's one of the reasons I left IIT and joined this, because I was watching them, this is last 7, 8 years. Mind-boggling transformation in the area of policy where we can bring changes. That bringing change, not in just the mindset, that's what we are all assembled here in the First National Conference on the design thinking. So where we need to change mindsets first. We need to analyze the problem completely differently, considering the human values to the whole world. As a country, I think we have done exceedingly well in the last 10, 15 years. The progress is minimal. So we are today number 3 in research publications and citations. We are today number 3 in terms of patent filing. Started with something like hundreds to today 80,000 plus patents have been filed. Okay. We are third largest ecosystem of startups with close to about how many? 125 unicorns out of that. 125,000 startups today. Okay. And these 100 startups are not just the startups to fail, they have become very successful one, bringing close to about $500 billion into India, and 1/4 of them has come from abroad to India. So there is a huge market here itself, a very big demographic dividend, but we are doing exceedingly well. So this is my, can you put up the presentation, please? Yeah. Okay, the transformation of tech developed India by 2047. So that's the title of my topic, and then making Indian student as a 21st century highly skilled professional, innovator, entrepreneurship and research. I'm not going to focus, a lot of activities in AICTE. I'm going to be very brief. I hardly have about 8 to 9 slides only. Okay? I'm not going to give you a lot of programs and schemes and what we are doing. No. I am aware that I am in a First National Conference in design, and where Arun Jain has brought all the academic leaders on a theme nurturing innovation and designing accelerated growth in this call for Bharat. Friends, on this occasion, a momentous occasion, we have all gathered here to embark on a transformative journey towards embracing innovation and fostering culture of design thinking in academic leadership. This cannot be done without engineering graduates or without engineers. That's one place where, if you really want to become a Vishnu Guru, this is the one place where we have a very quick chance and very fantastic chance to become that, because our engineering schools are known for excellent, graduates with all elements. But friends, all of you know that we are in the era of AI, artificial intelligence. Things are changing so fast now, so we can't even imagine. So I'll just give you a simple example of how fast we are changing in the era of artificial intelligence. One day I was sitting in my office, joined the AICTE, suddenly a different place than IIT Guwahati, which is a beautiful campus of 700 acres, with close to 8,000 students, very focused faculty, and where research and innovation. I just also want to tell you, these IITs, when they started in 1951 with IIT Kharagpur and up to 1961, 5 older IITs, all of you know, one is very close by, IIT Madras, okay, very, very known place for all of us. All of these are elite engineering colleges. Please believe me, there is no concept of research at that time. I can tell you, if you are not believing my word, you can read an article in 2003 in Current Science. All at that time, 2003 means 7 IITs were there. The 6th one was IIT Guwahati, 7th one was IIT Roorkee, which started in 2000, okay, which was the University of Roorkee converted to IIT. All 7 IITs put together, total number of recent publications was much less than one in the Institute of Science, which is my own matter. This is story of 2003, ladies and gentlemen. In 20 years, 2003 to 2023, IIT Madras is number 1. They have transformed into a truly multidisciplinary research and innovation university in the world. Any universities can compare with IIT Madras, or IIT Kanpur, IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi. And even IIT Guwahati is actually, if you did not know, after I joined, we brought some very subtle changes which I can discuss with the academic leaders a little later. Today, IIT Guwahati in citation per faculty in the US World Ranking last 3 years, number 2, better than older IITs. How did it all happen? It did not happen overnight. You see, one of the simple things we did was, all top publishers of our researchers in our IIT, what I told them is, for example, in Nature, in Science, they have a paper. When paper is almost reviewed, accepted, everything, and when it comes to the last email will come from Nature saying that your paper is accepted. However, it's to make it open access, you have to pay for 4 lakhs. Suddenly they give up. Because there is no 4 lakhs for it. So because even if there are that 3 lakhs per year annum, is not enough for them. They wanted to keep that for their research travel or something like that. So I said, IIT will bear this cost, you convert your paper to open access. 17 such papers converted, our citation jumped like rocket. So looking at the success, I also said, let's pay for every penny of your patent, and also there will not be any supervisory committee above you to check whether your patent is worthy of sending. I said there is already an India Patent Office which does its job. So why there must be another professor who never even published any time in his lifetime? He will review these patents. So these two changes brought IIT Guwahati to top number 2 in citation. You can go and check yourself in US World Ranking 22, 23, 24. We are next to University of Science. The institute where up to 2005, none wanted to go. Even me, if he had offered me a directorship in IIT Guwahati, I would not have gone. Because it was, very difficult to go. Difficult to reach that place, insurgency, new issues, all wrong culture. But today is one of the beautiful campuses. Anyway, just saying that, so we are in a place where just 1 degree of the Jyotirlingas, a powerful center taking design thinking to another next level. I used to enjoy great success in this. Design thinking with its emphasis on empathy, creativity, and iterative problem solving. That's all I could see when he took me through his research groups, which has emerged as a powerful tool for addressing complex challenges our nation is facing. Our nation, as he rightly said, it's 70% is village centric even today. Or we have 6 lakhs plus villages, other than 801 districts.
806.
806. Friends, as academic leader, all of you are here. You have to bear the responsibilities to thrive in an ever-changing world. And I was telling you a story of AI. I sat down and asked AICTE, asked ChatGPT to write a poem about AICTE. Very interesting. In 3.5 seconds. I'm not joking, I actually put a clock. 3.5 seconds, a beautiful poem emphasizing on what AICTE is doing on innovation, entrepreneurship. Okay. And I was not, human minds are not very satisfied. So I said, hey, do this in Hindi. Believe me, in another 2.5 seconds, a Hindi poem was there with 4 stanzas, beautifully. Even if I had asked a poet to write it, it would have taken 6.5 months. Because he needs to understand what AICTE does. Okay? He has to understand what AICTE does. Rather than he has to sit down and think about it and write it, would not be better than that. I took a delegation of semiconductor to Taiwan. And Taiwanese students have developed a project. One project caught my eye attention. It was a beautiful project. Yeah, he has developed a robot to play guitar. But not just that. That is many of our students also does in our medium. What he has done, he has used the AI to compose the music. So this robot, with an AI support, they compose the music, play the music automatically. That means we always thought that these skills of a poet and an artist and a musician could not be acquired. It has to come through your gene. That's what our parents have told us. Even if you want to acquire that, you have to slog for several tens of years, okay, to be an expert. But today, this machine, look at the speed at which it does. 10 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, or 15 seconds, it does it. So is it not mind-boggling? An artist, Soro, I think many of you might have used it, has put all deep fake is coming out of those things. And video can be created where I never even drove a helicopter, but I may be driving a helicopter. So this is the era we are all living in, where the machines have taken over many of the jobs which we can never think of. We never can think of. But at the same time, are we scared? No. Because we have, as human beings, empathy, creativity, and iterative problem-solving mind, much better than these machines, which can do faster things, number crunching, and it can do intellect, dissection of the ideas. But it cannot do the design thinking. It cannot do the design thinking. That is a good one. So AICTE plays a significant role in promoting design thinking among technical institutions in India. AICTE collaborates with all the academic experts and industry stakeholders to develop and devise the curriculum frameworks that integrate design thinking principles into technical education programs. How we have done that? Let me just show you quickly. India, whether it is the National Education Policy 2020, I always say this is a document which really changed the way we think about education. Okay? And there is already a transformation because I saw when the third year celebration happened, many vice chancellors talking about very beautiful concepts, what they have really implemented. And some of them even came and said, "So we have implemented NEP 2020, it's done." So that means that shows the ignorance. Because NEP 2020 cannot be implemented in just half a day, half a year or 1 year. It's a policy which is overarching, it's mind-boggling, what congratulations to all the creators of that. And the national framework, I always say this national credit framework, along with our, I don't know how many of you know APAR. APAR ID is a unique ID given to every student of India now. Okay, starting from Bharavatika to PhD, a very unique ID. Okay, and it is not just a theory. 28.5 crore children are already registered in this APAR portal, which is a larger public digital infrastructure in the field of education. Okay, this APAR ID, along with academic bank of credits and credit transfers, and the national credit framework is the new QR code for new learners of India. So all of you know about the QR code because we are the largest and maybe the first country, largest UPI transaction in the world. 45% of transaction happens in India. Friends, and similarly, the skills are one of the other areas. Research and innovation, where our IITs and some of the good universities have transformed and become a force to reckon with. But however, we have a large population, large demographic dividend, but we need to focus on skilling. Skilling is very key important aspect. Government of India has realized it in 2014. They started the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, and which has done a phenomenal job so far, but there is a long way to go. Because we need to skill our own young people. Skilling is going to be the key. Believe me, in 5 to 6 years, nobody will ask you what degree you got. They will ask you what is the skill you are going to bring to my company if I have to hire. That's the level at which we need to think and change. Friends, these are some of the very transformative things, but I will not get into. But let me focus on interventions in innovation, on entrepreneurship activities at AICTE. It could be, let it be, I can read it for me, a national platform, a policy intervention, innovative courses, and also we are handholding all institutions through our Institute Innovation Concepts. I just want to ask you a question here. How many of your institutions have IICs? So this innovative initiatives encompasses, that is the Institute Innovation Council. We have a program called MBA, PG Diploma in Innovation, Entrepreneurship and Venture Development Program. It's a very innovative program. And many universities are running it. Not AICTE is not running this. Even the curriculum is developed by many of you. See, AICTE doesn't have anything inside. It is all the collective ideas what Arun Jain was talking about. We need to come together, develop the thing. Please remember that this is not Atal Innovation Mission plan. This is Duke Innovation Mission. This is the plan of Institute Innovation Council, which is School Innovation Council, National Innovation Entrepreneurship Promotion Policy for Schools, Smart India Hackathon, Design Thinking and Innovation Subject for Schools. We have actually developed books for 6th standard. So you should look at them. If you have not seen them, please go to the website. Yeah, look at that. So we have a regional investor innovation network center we have created. So I called all many of you keep calling to regional officers. It's closed down for approval process. But we are starting India's innovation center in those regional offices. These innovation center will have technology people who are going to be assisting the engineering colleges affiliated to or approved by AICTE for scouting for ideas, And those ideas will be handheld to take to different technology readiness level, and then technology transfers, and then maybe startups. We have also created what is called as an investors network. I was very happy to tell you, it shows that somewhere we lost the knowledge what we have created. I think let's, as a community, as a civilization, I think we need to work together to bring back the Vishwa Guru. At the same time, we are all assembled in design and human values are very critical. So we should be Vishwadatas are also giving, like what we did during the COVID-19. 100 countries received the vaccination from us, when we are also getting. See, one of the largest public digital infrastructure in our country is, one is Aadhaar, the second one is the COVID, with how many? 350 crores. So with these few words, I feel that it's a good time, ladies and gentlemen. And 17th century belonged to Duchess, Netherlands people, who really sailed all over the world and established their kingdom. 18th century to the Britishers, who ruled us for 150 century after the World War II. Belonged to Americans. After COVID-19, it is India time, ladies and gentlemen.